Interviewer, people who bought these keys were just stupid because they were blind. Erik, in some places people think if you haven't been born perfect, maybe there's a reason. But maybe there's demons inside. Saturday is educating these kids. Now they're the smartest kid in the village. And gone from being outcast to respected. We thought it'd be cool to take 6 of her most fit, motivated kids at peak, Pico La Pacarie, and North Mount Everest. Train them 3 weeks in the spring and for a month in the long trip. Interviewer. What was it like training? What was the training? Erik. We brought them to the mountain, broke them experienced climbers, and put crampons on their feet. One day we went over a big 17,500 foot mountain pass where there's no trail, just terrible terrain. It was storming. All the kids were shivering. One was throwing up, and fell into a river. We wanted to test them, to push them. They all passed, so we think they're ready. They're really tough. We think this project will create ladders for these kids and give them a sense of their lives being full of possibilities. We also think a message to the world that people are capable of. Interviewer. That work of you climbing now besides mountain climbing? Erik, I often speak to schools and show our Everest documentary. I read from my books, which are being used quite in school. School is a lot about leadership, about losing something, then regaining something. It's about pushing into uncertainty. About climbing blind, which is the most about climbing the mountain as a blind person. It's about moving forward and make sure it's not what you have it takes. Pushing through fears and doubt that can keep you from your goals. I'm a Verizon literacy champion for the American Foundation for the Blind. I speak to different educational groups about the need for blind kids to learn Braille. Just like sighted kids needed to learn print, the literacy program is publicizing the need for people to learn translate book of Braille. Interviewer. What's your next goal? Erik, I would like to climb another 4 or 5 years. Climbing goals never end. I have a list of mile-long faces in Alaska, rock faces in Canada, rock and ice faces in Alps, climbing in Chile and Peru and Himalayas. The list goes on and on. Interview. What's your message for other people who are facing difficult challenge? I don't climb to prove that blind people can climb mountains. I climb because they like it. When blind people stand up on a top mountain, it makes people consider what they think is possible. I think doors will open because of that. People think less about what they can do and they might be able to. We have lives, our lives completely change. We or others expect them to be. Kids will pioneer new things in their lives that right we not dream of. There are many opportunities to nudge society forward. People write off their own ability to change the world, especially kids, but we all have extraordinary power in our own hands. Interviewer. Is there anything else you want to share with people who will read this book? Interviewer. Is there anything else you want to share in this book? You've learned from the mountains that you want to be the fastest, or smartest, or the most popular, or the person with the best eyesight to be a leader. You need some skill, but you vision that kind of person you want to be. When you need a lot of courage to carry through. Many adults try to lead through their inventions and words, but to lead your best action, climbers call it taking the sharp edge of the rope, which means actually getting out and climbing. When I think about leadership, it's taking the sharp. It shows you're rather decision. Interviewer. So in other words, will people follow you and act rather than you trying to gather behind and talk to them? Erik. Yes. You need to gather a good team of people who believe in you. But what moves the world forward are people who are willing to step out and take the sharper end.